So do you feel like you're on a retirement roller coaster? Some days it's a complete joyride. Other days, not so much, and you're looking for the nearest exit. Hi, I'm Amy Freeze, and I'm the founder of The Empty Nexter. And even with a few years under my belt, I would love to say that I have got it all figured out, and it is smooth sailing every day. But unfortunately, this channel was created for full transparency and authenticity, so you, my fellow retired friend, could feel heard, understood, and kind of just take a deep breath, knowing that the roller coaster that you might be on and experiencing is not unique. Some of us, former strivers, get her done, accomplished, motivated women. It's kind of a hard pill for me to swallow, getting used to this new mindscape, this new landscape where there are no expectations. It's almost like there are too many options and too many people telling us what we should and what we shouldn't do and how we should feel and not feel. When at the end of the day, we just want to know that we're okay. So I'm here to share you, my friend, are okay, no matter if that roller coaster ride is taking you on a ride that you've never experienced before, a ride that makes you feel more unlike yourself and makes you a little fearful, a little less courageous, a little less wanting to get back on and take another spin around. I have found that in this retirement season, well, first of all, it's been nothing like I've ever experienced. Where other roles and responsibilities, challenges came pretty easy. I had people go before me, for one, that could kind of give me the ins and outs and the do's and the don'ts. But I haven't known too many retired women like myself, women that really enjoyed working, enjoyed having something to call their own, whether it was being an entrepreneurial position that I was, or running a business like I did, raising my 3 children like I have done. I took great pride and great joy in all those roles, and I bet maybe you did too. And now that each one of those roles and a lot of those responsibilities have gone away, it's kind of left you to your own devices with that roller coaster of emotions taking you up and some days surprising you and keeping you down, questioning what is it that I'm even working towards, or why am I even wanting to work towards something? Should I just, like I've said before, ride off into the sunset? But if you have still some desires, you still have some gas in your tank, and you can see down the road in your dreams, in your vision, even though some days might look a little dimmer than others, it's that little thing that kind of keeps you going, moving forward. But then there's those days where you feel like you're in quicksand and you do want to just throw in the towel, and kind of leaves you feeling a little down and confused, lacking clarity. I don't have the answers to that because I experienced that. I know in the crevices of my heart that I do have a common thread, that I enjoy unraveling from my past and using it for now. I love encouraging women. It comes naturally. I don't just set out to, who can I encourage today? Kind of. It just comes naturally. It's something that it's in my spirit. And I feel that I've always wanted to connect with women on where they're at, and hoping that women will connect with me where I'm at, even if my glass that is typically always overflowing. Some days when it's not, I hope that women will give me the okay to be that way. And sometimes if you're an uber positive woman, highly self-motivated, when you're not, it not only surprises yourself, but it surprises those around you. I guess at the end of the day, what we have to keep first and foremost in our hearts and in our minds is knowing that this is temporary, that this too shall pass, and that sweet spot of this season is to be found. And it's gonna look different, maybe using a lot of the same things that you once enjoyed. But I do kind of feel like this season, we're kind of unbecoming ourselves, which might sound a little strange. It's almost like everything that we've known about ourselves and everything that we were comfortable with, it doesn't matter anymore. It's time for a new set of evolving into really being that woman that we were from the get-go before we had the roles and the responsibilities. Do you remember who you were before all those roles started rolling in? It's a hard one to remember. I have some difficulty remembering, and I think this is the time that is getting back to our core. Who did God design us to be? Who did God want us to be? Well, I know that I am his beloved. No matter what I do, it's who I am, who I kind of trust. And it's trusting in him that he sees me and that he sees you and that he sees this agitation cycle that we're going through. And I think it's to be used to shake everything out that we've known up until now. It's like just letting go and letting God, just letting it be, but not making excuses or not still having our eyes set on becoming or unbecoming the best version of ourselves right now. This is where not relying on our own understanding, but relying and remembering and believing the truths about ourselves, that we have been created in the image of God. We don't have a rule book that we have to adhere to and we have to strive for. Instead, just rely on his love, his peace, his strength, not our strength. Because when we are weak, that is when we are the most strong. And if we can get transparent with one another, finding a trusted person that truly gets where we're at, and that's hard to do. And that's really behind what my channel is for. Because when I was going through those first days of retirement, I felt very isolated, alone. People didn't understand how I could be discontent being retired, how I could kind of feel frustrated with the process. But it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. And I've never wanted to come across ungrateful for the life I have. And I bet you don't either. We know the blessings that are in our lives and in this season, but it's just it's the weirdest time of my life, this season. And I've never experienced it before. I still have yet to meet another retired woman that has struggled with being motivated, being passionate, having great desires to be all that they want to be, but then also experiencing at the same time, I don't really know if I have as much motivation as I once did, or, I've done a lot. I don't know if I can do as much now. I've yet to meet that woman. So if you are that woman, we need to connect. It's also difficult for me to just get on virtually and talk to a camera, hear myself, because at the end of the day, anyone that knows me, where I really get and gather energy is when I can get across the table from a woman and get eye to eye and knee to knee and heart to heart. So this has been a real interesting way to communicate, but I feel that, and I remember and remind myself the reason I started the Empty Nester was if I could just help one other woman feel not alone, then that would be a huge win for me. So if that's you, please let me know if this is encouraging your heart. I'm not giving you a lot of tips and tools today, but really just the green light to know that you're not alone and that this roller coaster of retirement is just one of those rides that we need to secure ourselves on, buckle up, and trust that we will get to the end of this journey and go, you know what? Boy, I learned that I am a lot stronger than I am. And boy, that ride, maybe it wasn't the most fun, but it sure taught me a lot of things, and it opened my eyes and my heart to a lot of things about myself that I thought I knew, but that I didn't know. I think we are still growing as we are going down this lane of life. We were promised trials and tribulations, so that should be no surprise to us. But we were also promised possibilities. We were promised that joy does not come in the daily happenings, but it comes in who resides in others. In ourselves, I'm so sorry. It resides within us, and knowing and trusting that God gets us, He understands us, and that He has a way for us to get back to the woman that He designed us to be. So I hope this encourages you. I hope it makes you feel heard. I hope it brings a smile to your face knowing, okay, there is this crazy gal, this empty nester gal who has some things figured out in retirement, but also still experiences the ups and downs. So with that to be said, enjoy the ride, my friend. And please subscribe, please share, and until next time, be blessed.